Hi, everybody. So, if you want to know how you can get a house here in Florida with no money down, stick with us for just a little bit. Let me introduce you to Roscoe here with the mortgage firm. Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and how is it that you got to this business?
Sure. Yeah. So my name's Roscoe Parsley. I'm with the mortgage firm. I've been in the business about 3 years. I absolutely love my job. Previously, I used to be a home inspector. I used to do inspections
Yeah,
for
I
Adriana
remember
here.
that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I've been in the business about 3 years. Love this job. Love the opportunity to help people into homes and structuring mortgages and really just connecting with people. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
yeah.
So I promised everybody that we will find out how you can get a house in Florida with no money down.
Yeah.
So, what's the scoop?
So, starting July 1st, there's a new program that is being rolled out. It's called Hometown Heroes. So, Hometown Heroes currently exists exclusively for frontline workers, but starting July 1st, it opens up to all first time buyers. So, first time buyer being anybody who has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So, this program offers you up to 5% of the purchase price and down payment assistance towards your closing costs.
So you said 5% or
5%.
you said the 35,000.
Oh,
What's
yes.
the difference?
Sure. So you can get up to 5% or 35,000, the lower of the two, towards your down payment and closing costs. So an example would be on a $200,000 house, 5% would be 10 grand. You could use that's what you can reserve through the program.
That is awesome. So
Yeah.
it's not just for what we used to call frontline
Sure.
workers, teachers, all that. Now
Yeah.
it's just everybody
Yes.
that did not own a house in the last 3 years.
Yes.
What if it's a couple that one did own a house? Do you know how that works, or is it just more?
So at least one person on the loan has to be a first time buyer. So
Okay.
if you know if a recent couple just got married and the husband and wife, the husband owned a home but the wife hasn't, they would be able to qualify for this.
Awesome, that's great.
Yeah.
So, what are the qualifications? What do they need to have as for their credit score?
Sure. So 640 credit is required. 680 is better. You can qualify a little higher, but 640 to get your foot in the door.
So, they basically need to qualify for the loan and for the program, right?
Right. Yes. Um, yeah. So basically, we would run the system, the underwriting system that we use, any lender uses to see if you were approved, and it's pretty straightforward. But it matches it with the loan program as well.
So, any loan, FHA, conventional, VA loan will work.
Right. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Now, how long does it take all the process to know if you qualify for that loan?
It does not take too long. So once we gather some information about you to see if you qualify, and it takes me maybe 30 minutes to an hour to go through it, and then we request documents and stuff like that to verify everything. But upfront, maybe an hour or so.
That's easy.
Pretty quick and easy.
So, explain a little bit about if they do have to repay it. How does that work with that loan and with the program? When do they have to repay that back?
Sure. So the loan is structured, the down payment assistance is structured as what we call a soft second mortgage. So that means, again, on a $200,000 loan, if you're going to get 5%, that'd be 10 grand. That 10,000 is in the form of a second mortgage. You don't make any payments on the second mortgage. It doesn't accrue interest, and then it's basically like a placeholder, is the way that I look at it. So it takes the place for your down payment, and if you sell or refinance, then you would pay it back. So yeah.
Nothing until you sell or refinance.
Right, right.
Any time limit? Can if you sell before a specific time, or
No time
you
limit
can
either.
hold the house for the rest of your life, and then okay.
Right.
So we'll worry about it
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
That is great. So
Yeah.
anybody can do that. And so no repay until you either refinance or sell the house.
Right.
That's perfect. No interest. You said that already. Now, you say it takes just a few minutes, maybe an hour or so, to know if you qualify or not. So, how is it structured? I mean, anything else that you can tell us that's important about to know about this loan, and why would people not do that?
There's really no reason not to do it. So the interest rate for the mortgage is actually lower than a lot of other places, you know, the market rate, so that's a great benefit of it. There is really no downside, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I don't
So,
see any.
yeah.
So it
Uh,
goes pretty. How many of these did you do?
So the program just opened up in June of last year, and only to the first-time buyer professionals. I think I've done like, I would say somewhere 8 to 10 or so that
Okay.
I've been able to do. So when it opens up to all first-time buyers, I'd imagine that number is going to grow
You
very,
said July 1st.
very quickly. July 1st.
July 1st. That is perfect timing.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. So how do you know if you qualify for all that stuff?
Yeah, so you just have to get in touch. We just gather a little bit of information, and we would do the pre-approval process. The great news about our pre-approval is that it's done with a soft credit check, so we don't have to put a hit on your credit. It doesn't cost you anything. You just fill out a quick application, and then we see what we can do for you.
Explain a little bit more about that soft credit check. Everybody's afraid of those credit checks.
Right.
So explain a little bit more if you can.
Yeah, so a soft pull doesn't show up on your credit report. So I'm sure everyone here has, you know, been to the bottom of their credit report where it shows how many inquiries you have on your credit. When you do this through us, it will not show up on your credit report. So it doesn't ding your score, or, you know, yeah, there is no downside to applying and seeing.
It's pretty much, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's
Right.
just there's no catch.
Right, no catch. Believe it or not.
I cannot wait for July 1st.
Yeah,
So hopefully we get to do a bunch of those together.
yeah.
Anything else that you want to say, and how people get in contact with you? I can put your information,
Yeah,
later on.
yeah. If you put my information below, that'd be fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thanks so much, Roscoe. It was
Yeah, of
awesome.
course.
I think it's something that everybody that can qualify for that needs to take advantage of.
Definitely.
You know,
Thanks for
it's
having
just-
me.
It's just an opportunity that's not, just Florida for now, right?
For sure. Yeah, just Florida.
Just
So,
Florida. So,
yeah.
hey, Floridians,
take advantage.
take advantage. But thanks so much. It was awesome.